Hi there, Mark Jamin here, Medical Director for the Haywood County Health Department, and let's talk about this pandemic. In today's video, time for the weekly update, and we'll get to the weekly numbers. The summary is that the downward trend continues, but the rate of decrease has slowed. And we've seen this twice before in the past year. Will we take advantage of this window of opportunity? So last week there were 12 states in the red. This week that's down to 9. And 5 states now in the yellow, meaning less than 10 new cases per day on a 7-day rolling average per 100,000 population. And if you will, look at the decreased amount of red areas in the southeast this week. But looking at the country as a whole, the curve is now flat this past week. And in fact, of the 25 states with the highest rates, 18 of them are either flat or saw an increase in this past week. Tennessee, look how little red there is now in that state. Georgia and South Carolina, both decreasing, but still at high levels in the red. North Carolina has dropped out of the red into the orange. Only 24 of the 100 counties in the state are still in the red. In fact, 9 are in the yellow. And just as important, cases, hospitalizations, and deaths all continue a fairly steep downward trend that we've seen over the past couple of weeks. Across western North Carolina, again, no one in the yellow, but only Madison in the red. And you'll note on the map, Henderson is in red and Madison is in orange. Well, that's because the map is based on data through March 4th. Henderson dropped down today. Madison slid up today. You'll also notice that Buncombe, Macon, Jackson, and Haywood had significant decreases this week. Test positivity, most notably North Carolina and Haywood County now join Buncombe, Transylvania, and Henderson County below the important threshold of 5%. For the pandemic in Haywood County, total number of cases now 3,893. That's an addition of 52 from last week. That's after an addition of 74 from the previous week. And if you recall back to the surge in January, we were seeing several hundred new cases a week, quite a change. That represents this week 7 to 8 new cases per day, and that's down from 10 to 11 new cases per day last week. And this puts us very close to where we were in early November when the winter surge started. Remember though, the goal is less than 6 new cases a day, and prior to that early November takeoff of the surge, we were at 2 to 3 new cases per day. That's really where we need to get to. So we're close. Now officially, 90 deaths in Haywood County, and Haywood Regional Medical Center is down to 3 to 4 COVID-related admissions each day over the past week. So this all continues to be good news. We are very, very close to reaching a level of cases that is sustainable. But we have seen this twice before, cases close to a favorably low rate, only to spike out of control. And the risk for us comes in the next couple of weeks. Easter and families gathering, spring break, and going to places where the case levels are not as favorable and bringing it back. The best estimate is about 20 to 25% of Haywood County has had at least one vaccine dose. And remember, full immunity, or as much immunity as you're going to get from the vaccine, is not complete until 2 weeks after the second dose, 4 weeks after the single dose J&J vaccine. This means from the time of the first dose, Pfizer takes 5 weeks to reach full immunity, Moderna 6 weeks to reach full immunity as much at least as you're going to get, and J&J at 4 weeks. What we know is the vaccine protects you, but not necessarily others. So, even if fully vaccinated, until enough of the community gets vaccinated, continue to go incognito in a mask. Continue to respect others' space, and keep your distance when in a gathering. And don't dawdle. Limit your time to less than 15 minutes around anyone not in your household. For the latest update on vaccine information in Haywood County, look for the Friday update at haywoodcountync.gov under the coronavirus info. And be aware that not all the upcoming vaccine clinics will be where they have been so far at the Smoky Mountain Event Center. Please pay attention to your location when you are contacted for an appointment. So be well and be careful, especially right now.